Hey, what's up? What's going on, y'all? Maryland Dipper, back for another dip review. Don't worry about my fucked up hair. I just got out of the shower. Literally, I just got out. I'm just like, you know what? I didn't have a dip this afternoon, so I'm just like, fuck it. Let's make a video. So, I reviewed this dip before, but I'm deleting that video, and I'm gonna be putting this video up as a replacement. Because the video that was already up was too long. You know, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't really meant to be going up. I just put it up because I was just getting the channel started, and then, you know, so I'm taking that down. I'm putting this one up instead, but you can call me queer. You can do whatever you say. You can do whatever you want. You can call me out for it. I'm doing it for the sake of dip reviews. I'm not trying to say like, oh, hey, look, this is my new favorite dip. No. I've had this dip 2 times, like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, 2 times. I had 2 cans of it. It's, I like it as a dip, but it's not something that I would dip every day. And that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is Skoal berry. Skoal berry tobacco blend. A pinch better since 1934. It's the long cut, so it's Skoal berry long cut. They had Skoal berry pouches. I'm just like, get the long cut. Fuck it. And guess what? This is something that is really rare. You probably just saw it. It's uncracked. That's right. Save the cracking for the can, especially for y'all. So let's go ahead and crack the can. Oh shit. So it's a little short tutorial for y'all. The easiest way to crack a can of dip is to flip it to where the lid is down, face down. Take your thumbnail and you're gonna start on the barcode. And then you just go all the way around with it. That's just the easiest way for me, because you know, you got your nail going into it and it can be able to slip underneath the lid of the can, and it's able to cut the paper pretty well. So yep, there she is. She's cracked. So I've always said about the Skoal berry can is that this isn't really much of a berry for like a can. The can color, it's not really the color for a berry. If I had my way, I would make it at least like of a maroonish, like lighter purple, close to maroon, like a darker shade of red to light purple, somewhere in the vicinity of those 2 colors. And that this color right here would be more of a grape. But I'm not Skoal, so I can't say much. I can't change. So, presentation of the can. Purple, metal lid, plastic bottom, and it's pretty fresh. Sell by date is June 7th. It looks like, okay, on this side, like if you turn it upside down, the middle number looks like 20. But if you read it normally, it looks like a 7. So I'm gonna say anywhere between June 7th and June 20th of this year. So it's pretty fresh can. It's March, April, May, June. It's about 3 months. don't think I'm gonna be saving this can with dipping it for 3 fucking months. So, shake it up before we even pack it. Let's just give it a little sniff. Pop the lid right off. Smell doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really stink, in my opinion. So the smell doesn't really bother me like it bothers some people. Some people don't like the smell of it. I think it smells pretty good. I think that all of the fruit dips smell pretty good, except for peach, Skoal peach. I mean, it doesn't really have a smell to it. It's just there. It's not like you crack the can like, ooh. No, it's just like you crack the can, it's just like, okay, it just smells like tobacco. Cherry's the same way. Doesn't really have a smell to me, but tastes like cough syrup. But for what that I've heard, I've never had it, so I'm just going on a limb here. So without further ado, let's pack a lip Skoal berry. Ow, fuck. Chewed on my nails earlier today, so I gotta pop the can open instead of open it. Okay, it's not that bad actually. It's kind of dry. You know, I'm just pressing it on there. Hardly anything up on my hand, but there's still juice there. Let's go ahead and side pack it. Shake it up, break it up a little bit. Pack it on the side. Pop the can open. Alright, there we go. Now we're ready to take a pinch. The thing that I've noticed about Skoal is they don't do the God's pinch anymore. For some reason, that's only Copenhagen's thing now. I mean, it's by the same company, it's a different brand, but Skoal doesn't do that anymore. For some reason, every Skoal can that I've got that was long cut always had the God's pinch still sitting there. You kind of had to make your own, which is not hard to do. Just, you know, just take a pinch out of the can. But I kind of hate when they don't do that. When brands don't do that, like Grizzly. I don't mind dipping Grizzly. It's just Grizzly doesn't do the God's pinch, but Copenhagen does. So can-wise, I would prefer Copenhagen. As far as can designs go, it would be a mix between Copenhagen. It would be a mix between Grizzly and Skoal. All right, so we got a decent sized pinch of Skoal berry here. Let's go ahead and toss it in. I mean, my drug of the day, basic black. Get it on mudjug.com. So it is pretty dry, to be honest. I'm not really too fond about dry dips, but fuck it. With Skoal, it's always dry until you get it in there, and then once it starts juicing up, just gotta let it sit there and juice up for a little bit. As you can see, we're starting to spit black a little bit. But the taste, Skoal berry, I don't mind it. I would definitely dip it again, of course, because, you know, this is my third can of it. I wouldn't go out and buy a log of it. Fuck that. I like it. I don't fucking love it. If anything that I would go out and buy a log of, it would be one of these 4 dips. Okay, fine. 3 for now. That would be Grizzly, dark wintergreen, Grizzly, regular wintergreen, Copenhagen, original. So that's it. You know, of course, I would get Copenhagen wintergreen. But, yeah, I wouldn't waste my money on buying a log. Plus the Skoal berry. Because I like the dip. I don't love it that much. I'm not really a big fruit guy when it comes to fruit dips. I'm kind of a fruit dipper on occasion. I mean, I don't really see why that people would hate this dip. Out of all the fruit series from Skoal, this has the highest nicotine content. Not as high as Copenhagen, not as high as Grizzly, not as high as Kodiak, but out of all of the fruit dips that Skoal makes. Well, of course, like your Skoal Wintergreen, Skoal Net, they have a higher nicotine content than Skoal Berry. So it's just out of like of the fruit dips that they make. This has the highest nicotine content. You know, I mean, it's not really juicing up well. It's juicing up, but not as much as I want it to. So I can't really give a good opinion on it. But, you know, if this is the only thing that someone had, and you're dying for a dip, you just need any kind of tobacco, any kind of nicotine. This is something that will be good every once in a while. Or if you're just starting out, I would recommend this if you're just starting out. Or be a man and go to Copenhagen and Grizzly, you know, don't be a little fucking wuss and do this shit. But, I mean, it packs decent. Not getting any floaters. It's packed pretty well. That is one thing that I will give Skoal. The pack inside of the can is horrible. But when you pinch it and you put it in your lip, the pinchability is pretty good. I'm not really a big fan of the cut, because, you know, to me, it's cut kind of like grass. It's kind of just all over the place, but, you know, better than dipping Longhorn. Shit, anything's better than dipping Longhorn. Even kayak's better than dipping Longhorn. Like I said before, I hate Stokers. But I would dip Stokers before I dip Longhorn. Shit, I would dip mud before I dip Longhorn. But, you know, that's just my personal preference. So, go out there and get yourself a can. Pop a dip in, pop in a fatty. You know, it's not too bad, in my opinion. If you don't like the smell of it, you might like the taste of it. Because that's how I am. I hate the taste of most mints, but I just love the smell of them. It's like I love the smell of Copenhagen wintergreen, the Copenhagen mint. And I love the taste of Copenhagen mint. But I hate the taste of Grizzly mint, but I like the smell of it. It's one of those ones where, you know, you gotta taste it to find out if you like it. You can't go by on smell. It's like there's some dips that absolutely fucking reek. But you pinch it, it tastes pretty good. I like the smell of Stoker's wintergreen. Cannot stand the taste of it. So without further ado, my name is Maryland Dipper. I'm out. Keep cracking and packing, keep on dipping and spitting. And don't forget, keep fucking country, y'all.